Okay, so let's try let's try to record this one more time. Today is the 8th of January 2023, and today I'm going to begin my LEAP program. So this will be the first video of this series where I'll try to outline like the basic ideas and the concepts and maybe the goals that I want to achieve with these series of so-called video diaries. Okay, so how I came here, I'll start that I've stumbled upon the live calendar where you have all these squares which all signifies the week of your life. So you basically have here your age and you have here the week number of your age. And marked here I've marked the uh, I've marked the week where I've stumbled upon this thing, and it also like reminded me about all my tracking progress and about all of the things I tried to do. So that's why I've decided to start this series. Um, I think it's a little bit unclear who I am, what I'm doing, and what are my goals. But um, let's try to I don't know to this video will be some sort of setup, and so let's go. I have a little bit of points here. I've written them down to remind me what's going on. So first of all, um, what's this? So the idea basically is to track my progress, to make my life more, less chaotic, and to practice English. So what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to make the system where you have to do some sort of efforts during the week and where you have to uh, like um, report about what have you done throughout the week and put it on the social media. I guess it is a good way to practice your language learning skills and to uh, record your progress over time. I guess that's the whole thing. What will be the structure? So I decided that a little bit of background. I have a lot of scattered interests across many different fields, but I like the sense of direction that I want to follow. So, for example, I want to program, but there are a lot of programming languages out there. So we have low-level programming, we have high-level programming, some object-oriented stuff, functional stuff, etc., etc. I at least want to learn, I guess, four to seven different programming languages. And of course, when you want to learn so much, you face the problem what to choose next. And this, uh, I've tried many ways to solve this problem, but finally I've stumbled across this one. So what I tried to do, I tried to using my life calendar, outline the next 10 weeks of my life, which is approximately 70 days. And during this week, I'll try to figure out 3 efforts that I'll be focused on during this period. Of course, it doesn't mean that I won't be able to switch these efforts or that I'll be stick to it, but the idea is to give some sort of direction and to like the North Star for upcoming 10 weeks. The idea of 10 weeks came from Hearts of Iron 4. There you have the focus tree, where you have some sort of uh, technology or something like this to develop during your 70 days period. And the same idea is going to be here. So I'll try to map my interests and try to focus on 3 of them for the next 70-day periods. It's very convenient because again, 70 days, it's approximately 2 months, and you have 10 squares to I don't know, to hatch or to mark 10 squares, which is also a great number. So uh, I want to outline some things also. This preposition isn't new. I've already done some blogging stuff, some tracking stuff, and I'm not new here. But, I'm new here, but I'm not new to video recording, and the idea is basically to make as make recording as easy as possible and to make it as effortless as possible. So this won't be any inside generated videos. This will be just my diary and my thoughts about the preceding week to these videos. Next, what I want to outline is that I've already done some tracking before. So I had a period where when I've tracked my progress. So I've tracked useful habits there, some productive activity during the day in minutes, and I also have a system in Obsidian, which is located here. So that's how I'll track my progress across the week. So here will be week 1, something like week 1, and there blah blah blah. Not for now. Okay, so I already had some tracking systems. So this is just the next iteration of me trying to make the systems more valuable and more respectful in my own eyes, of course. Next, 1 week ago, or on this week, so from on the holiday season, I and my friend tried to figure out the cognitive function systems, and what I've discovered was very enlightening. So basically what's said there is that I'm lack the sense of direction and I have a lot of interests according to my extroverted intuition. Of course, it's not principles that are set in stone, but I feel that I have to somehow figure out the direction for myself, and these videos will also be a helpful and useful tool in my pursuit of doing so. Another thing that I want to mention is that I'm not waiting for vertical progress thing. So this video could be first in the series of videos, or it could be first and the last video. Of course, I want it not to be the last video, but essentially, if this will be my last video in this series, that ultimately means that I haven't found proper proportion of sense of discovery and habit. So I want to build a habit that won't be a habit in my eyes. According to cognitive function theory, I have to leave some space for discovery and exploration, and I just want to tie it a little bit to habits. So that's it. Why I've appealed to vertical progress is that there could be moments when I won't upload a video, but I hope that I'll stick to this habit for at least 2 or 3 weeks, and then we'll see. Ultimately, I want to rewire my brain to follow certain paths, so if there will be some missed week, I hope that won't stop me. The philosophy is basically that you have to rewire your brain to use your new path, and of course, during this rewirement, I was living my life as Chaos Monkey for already 21 years, so of course, the process of grounding me and giving myself sense of direction won't be easy. I'm not really excited about this thing, but I'm just going to grind through it. So I have the attitude to grind through it, and of course I don't want it to be so. So that's how it is. So what's the system basically? The system is that I'll pick 3 efforts for the 70-day period. So current leap, I'll call these periods leap. So leap is something that it's like it's not having a vision, but it's having a vision for 70 days where when you can make some achievable and sensible progress. Um, my current efforts will be my diploma, as I'm finishing my university degree. The next effort will be planning. Planning, what I mean by diploma is pretty straightforward. I'll try to read articles. So what will be read articles, and of course write essays. Uh, that's for diploma effort. And then I have a planning effort, and by planning effort I mean basically sticking to this system. So for this leap it will be some sort of demo leap, some sort of I don't know, test of the system. So I'll dedicate one slot to follow the system. So what will be counted towards it are recording blogs, making putting follow the system, record blog, put effort in chosen areas, and that's it. That's what I think. Of course, it's not set in stone, so I'll try to focus on these activities, but I'm sure that there are a lot of more ways to like approach these things. For example, I've already came up with the idea of listening to audiobooks, which I have started in previous months and found very, very, very useful. And the next thing is TOEFL. I have to write it for, so basically exam preparation. I think it's very vague, so I'll try to be more specific here. It's writing essays, speaking, vocabulary, and of course reading. Okay, one moment. Now let's proceed further. And this TOEFL thing, I aim to pass it in the 5th of February. So this will go down to sport after exam. The sport thing will be basically stretching, focus on stretching and squatting. That's it. So that's basically the outline of the system, and the efforts that I'll try to, the activities I'll try to put more effort in for the leap coming, beginning on the next week. I want to mention that the system, I came up with the system during winter holidays, and there is a golden rule for systems building, is that they are created during the prosperity phase, which is ultimately the holiday season, and then you'll only have to like support them, to make them, to grind around them. So I think I won't change the system much until the next prosperity phase or holiday phase season, etc., etc. Now that's all. I think I've mentioned everything I wanted. So yeah, basically, goodbye.